to see you.
私はコンですけれども、どうもお願い
よろしくお願いします。
お願いいたします。
Wow. Thank you very much for joining. And we have had nearly 30 participants.
Yes.
And we have had more than 10 Vietnamese medical doctors and dental doctors and students as well. So, okay. So let's get started. Okay. So good afternoon, dear colleagues and ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Takahiro Kanno from Shimane University Faculty of Medicine. I'm the director of International Exchange Office. So welcome to this first anniversary International SDGs discussion session. Today, I'd like to discuss the what we can do for SDGs between you, Vietnamese, and Japanese. And we are all medical professionals. So let's get started. So as you all know, in 2015, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So member states pledged their commitment to 17 Sustainable Development Goals as SDGs and 169 targets intended to ensure that all as human beings can fulfill their potential in dignity and equality and in a healthy environment. So the SDGs reflect a new understanding that today's health and development changes are increasingly complex and integrated and interlinked. Of course, we are all medical and dental, so healthcare professionals. So SDGs Goal 3 exclusively addresses health, but health goes beyond SDGs 3 with core health issues. And many SDGs goals are influenced by health and also influencing each other. So let's discuss this 17 SDG goals, what we medical professionals can do for such human goals by 2030. So first of all, the Dr. Yuhei Matsuda can introduce what we medical professionals in Shimane University Faculty of Medicine are now doing and implementing for SDGs. And we'd like to introduce to Vietnamese colleagues. So Dr. Matsuda, can you please start your presentation, please?
Yeah, thank you for introduction of me. Can you see my slide and voice?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Can you please turn up your
voice
volume? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get started. I'm Yuhei Matsuda from Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Now, I will present introduction and activities of Shimane University Faculty of Medicine. First, overview of Shimane Prefecture and Shimane University. Do you all know where Shimane Prefecture is in Japan? This picture is Izumo Taisha, Japan's most famous and the oldest mid-scale shrine. Population is about 700,000. Prefecture capital is Matsue City. Shimane University is divided to two campuses, Matsue campus and Izumo campus. This picture is Matsue campus. The Matsue campus has non-medical faculties such as the Faculty of Law and the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Also, Matsue campus have a graduate school respectively. This picture is Izumo campus. The Izumo campus has Faculty of Medicine. which includes the School of Medicine and the School of Nursing. Of course, there is a graduate school of medical research. Shimane University has had various international exchange programs with many countries. In 2021, there are 11 exchange students from Europe, 1 from the Middle East, 10 from the North America, 1 from South America, 1 from Africa, and 1 from Oceania. The region with the largest number of exchange students is Asia, where we had 86 students so far. Next, I'd like to introduce what we are acting for SDGs at Shimane University. This slide shows SDGs initiatives at Shimane University. This picture shows the action of striving to make Shimane a global leader in advanced metal materials. This action corresponds to the SDGs goals of number 7, clean energy, and number 9, technological innovation. This picture shows illustration of intracellular symbiosis. These activities are related to the SDGs, safe water, number 6, and clean energy, number 7. This picture shows nurturing a global mindset through Tanzania's women education support activities. These activities are related to the SDGs, number 1, poverty reduction, and number 4, quality education. This picture shows active promotion of diversity. This action is related to the SDGs, number 5, gender equality, and number 8, job satisfaction. Then I will present the initiatives of our Shimane University Faculty of Medicine. So our Faculty of Medicine has 2 goals. One is the training and fostering of medical professionals with professionalism and an international perspective as well as a local perspective. The other is the promotion of basic and clinical research, contributing to the international and local community. So, Shimane University Faculty of Medicine is contributing to so many goals of SDGs like number 3, health and welfare, number 11, town development, and 16, peace and fairness, and so on. Our fundamental principle of Shimane University Hospital is the harmonization of community medicine and advanced medicine. Our hospital is also contributing to several goals of SDGs. So far, we have held learning sessions related to the SDGs and active discussions with graduate students from various countries to promote a deeper understanding of the SDGs in our university and hospital. So, what should we, the medical professionals, act for the SDGs? Let's discuss this internationally important topic with you today. We have 2 topics today. Question 1, in your country, in your university, or in your hospital, how and what do you try to implement SDGs now? Question 2, if you could have a collaborative academic relationship with Shimane University, Japan, what would be potential benefit in your future SDGs? Shall we get started? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Matsuda. This is the very short but summarized presentation from our side, the Japanese side of Shimano University. So can you please introduce, first of all, Professor Kon, you will give us a talk about the SDGs from your Vietnamese side, what you are implementing for SDGs in Vietnamese university, especially in medical university. So, Professor Kon, can you please introduce your side? And also, I'd like to add that the very important thing that between our university, Shimano University Faculty of Medicine, and your university, Hanoi Medical University, had an agreement of mutual academic relationship a long time ago. And from that agreement between our university and your university have had many doctors exchange and residence exchange so far. So I do hope that this relationship could be strengthened in your future. And can you please, you may begin your presentation from your side, Professor Kon.
Oh, thank you very much. I would like to say thank you very much for this discussion. First, I want to share my slide. Okay. How can I share my slide?
You can share the button of the just the center of the bottom, I think. Or Kon-san, can you please tell him how to manage the sharing of this? Yeah.
Okay, let me talk to him in Vietnamese.
Okay.
Chú Công ơi, có ở giữa cái màn hình nó ở phía dưới chỗ giữa màn hình.
Chú biết nhưng mà tại sao bây giờ chú không mở được ra đây này, từ từ tí. Chú vẫn xem mà.
Chú ấn vào giữa màn hình nó sẽ hiện lên cái bảng ở phía dưới, xong rồi chú kích vào share screen.
Rồi chú biết rồi. Chờ chú tí.
So before sharing, yeah, just we Japanese would like to know that you Vietnamese. Okay, good. Yeah, you may begin your presentation. Okay, thank you.
Chú Công, hình như chú đang ở cuối cái slide của chú ấy. Có khi chú cho cái về đầu cái slide xong rồi chú ấy cũng share chú ạ.
Có nhìn thấy của chú không?
Rồi, nhìn thấy rồi chú ạ. Chú cho bắt đầu nhìn thấy rồi chú ạ.
Wow. Okay, great.
Can I talk something about myself?
Yes,
introduction.
Yes,
my
please.
name is Dr. Nguyễn Đức Công. My position is now I am the lecturer of Geriatric and Gerontology Department of Phạm Ngọc Thạch Medical University. In Ho Chi Minh City, we have two big medical university. That is Phạm Ngọc Thạch Medical University, and another is Medical and Pharmaceutical University. So now I am the lecturer of Geriatric and Gerontology Department of Phạm Ngọc Thạch Medical University. I am also a Vice Director, Department of Internal Medicine, Medical College, Ho Chi Minh National University. I am also a former director of Geriatric Department of Phạm Ngọc Thạch Medical University, and I also former Vice Director of Geriatric and Gerontology Department of Ho Chi Minh Medical and Pharmaceutical University. I am also before about 15 years ago, I am a former Vice Director of Cardiovascular Department of Vietnam Military Medical University. And also I am a former director 2 years ago. I am former director of Thống Nhất Hospital of Vietnam Ministry of Health. From 1993 to 1999, I was Mombuso Scholarship in Oita American University. Maybe I would like to talk something about the condition learning in Japan. I think that is a good chance for me. I went to Japan in 1993. That time I was young. First time I have 6 months to learn Japanese in Kyushu University for 6 months only. And after that, I moved to Oita American University, and first time I have the Kenkyu say that means internship learning for 1.5 years. And after that, I enter the doctor course, and I have a 4 year for doctor course. I think that is a good chance for me for getting doctor degree. And that's why I think the good point for learning in Japan is we have the good condition for learning. I can say like that if you can go to Japan, we can see almost everything best in the world. I think that in Japan, almost everything they have, and not in only Tokyo, in every prefecture. We can see that thing. That means everything they can do the best thing for in medical field. And the second, I think that is a good chance for good condition for research. In that side, I do research, and I have a chance to write some paper, scientific paper. So I think that if Vietnamese and the foreign student, foreign doctor, have a chance to go to Japan, we have good chance for writing scientific paper. And the best thing that we have a chance to learn, best chance to research, and we have the best chance to learn how to write a scientific paper for the good journal. But when we learn in Japan, something is difficult. I can say like that. First, if you go to Japan, you should know some Japanese language, because if you stay in Japan, you should have a communication with some Japanese, with some patient. So if you don't have the Japanese language, it is difficult to do communication. So I think that we should learn something in Japan, some Japanese. So that's how I learn Japanese, and then I try to talk in Japanese with my patient. And second, we far from family. So really in Japan, it is not easy to communicate with Japanese, because the Japanese always very busy, and Japanese do research very all day. So we have no chance to talk, to discuss something. So I think that it is one thing we should think about. We have to bear the something. It is a little stress. And now I would like to introduce my host, my university, Phạm Ngọc Thạch University of Medicine. Phạm Ngọc Thạch University of Medicine was established in 2008 on basis of University of Training Center for Healthcare Professionals in Ho Chi Minh City. This center have established about 30 years old on that day. The mission of our university is training high quality resources of healthcare staff and performing scientific research for the needs of protection, care, and improvement of people's health. The vision of our university is becoming one of the nation's leading university on the health science and being committed to active global integration. The core value is developing dynamic, comprehensive, the training objective. We training general practitioner at the university level and nurses at the college level. Improving healthcare staff qualification and gradually implementing various types of graduate training. Researching and applying science, technology, and education and science. Currently, the Phạm Ngọc Thạch University of Michigan has 42 departments and more than 300 full-time lecturers. We have the international relationship with France Republic in resident training and CME program with Francophone University Association and French teaching program with Belgium Nego for international solidarity in research, science research. In the university, we sign comprehensive cooperation agreement with the University of Legal in Belgium and the University of Maine, Germany, and have the close contact with many another university around on the world. About the Department of Pediatrics, Department of Pediatric Medicine was established in 2012. Currently, department member include 7 people, 1 professor, it's me, and 2 associate professor, 1 master doctor, and 3 doctor. Very master doctor and 3 doctor is very young doctor, and many visiting lecturer participating in teaching and guiding clinician practice in Thống Nhất Hospital, Ho Chi Minh City. Because that time I was a director of Thống Nhất Hospital, I am the person to opening the pediatric department. The teaching of our teaching activity, lecturer combine theory and clinician practice in the hospital. We do the instructor guide for and apply the clinical knowledge for to patient condition. Student accompanied by doctor in patient examination and follow-up. Student assist performing simple tests in patient under the guidance of doctor. The problem I thinking like this. I have about 4 young doctor. I want to send them to Shimane or another university in Japan for learning, for training, and to get a doctor degree. That's my my option to talk today. So I hope that you have a chance to send my young doctor to Japan for learning. Thank you very much for your listening.
Okay, thank you very much for this, Con. So you are the section chief of the Department of Geriatric Medicine. So you are teaching the younger residents and also the medical students. So that must be related to not only SDGs goal number 3, but you can provide a higher education like goal number 4. And what about the relationship, the ratio between men, doctors of men and the gender, the female doctors? That the ratio is still the Vietnamese doctors are mostly men, or what about the gender equality for doctors field and also the medical schools?
In the medical school, we have the maybe 50% is a man and 50% is a woman.
Women, good.
Sometimes some place the woman maybe the number, the percentage is higher because the woman have the high point when they have the examination. So enter the medical university is a much more, the number is more than the man. Yes. In my hospital, my department of pediatrics, all staff is now is a man.
Men. All right. So our university also the ratio between female students and student men student, yeah, the men and women almost equal.
Yeah.
And so especially in higher education, maybe your country of Vietnam and we Japan can provide the gender equal education to the higher institute like university level.
So
All
I
right.
hope that we have a chance to send my young doctor go to learn and do research in your university.
In our university, yeah, we really welcome the now the our dean and our director of the hospital are also participating, and we all are very happy to welcome the foreign students from Vietnam. Okay,
I
yeah.
also talked to the dean of university about the recent relationship between our university and your university. And the dean talked to me that they will talk with the international relationship department. They will discuss with your university, and we hope that in next time we can have the one discussion between your university and Phạm Ngọc Thạch Medical University.
Great. That must be the SDGs goal number 17, that partnership. Yeah, and with the mutual relationship can enforce the SDGs implementation. Okay, thank you very much. Can you please hold on the line, and could you please attend the discussion session after the four presenters? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's move on to the next speaker. I'm very happy that that you Vietnamese can present many presentations. So the second presenter will be Dr. Con.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Sensei. It's me. Long time no see. I'm very happy to see you.
Great. So can you please turn on your camera?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very happy to
It's a very pleasure for me to see my my former colleagues. Yeah. As you for people who don't know me, that I'm used to be the PhD students under the supervision of Kano Sensei.
Okay.
I studied in Shimane for more than 4 years, nearly 5 years. And I have learned a lot from Kano Sensei and other doctors in the department about how to conduct research and how to do surgery as well. And I graduated nearly 1 year ago, and the time has passed very quickly. And because of what I have learned in Shimane University, I have applied many things in my hospital, and I will give you a short presentation about that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please. So you know both Vietnamese medical field and Japanese medical field and dental field. So can you please, introduce what you are doing for SDGs in Vietnamese, Vietnamese people and Vietnamese education and hospital care? You may begin your talk, please.
Okay, currently I am a doctor of the National Hospital of Odontostomatology in Hanoi, and the word odontostomatology simply means dentistry. And to be simple, I'm working for a dental hospital in Hanoi, and my hospital is the practicing hospital. So I think the SDG in my hospital is mostly the number 3 is the healthcare and well-being. And so here is some basic information about my hospital. My hospital was established nearly 100 years ago and by the French. At that time, Vietnam was a colony of the French, and my hospital was the first dental unit in Indochina. Indochina means Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. And from 2009, the name of the hospital was changed to the current name. It means the National Hospital of Odonto and Stomatology. Okay, and as you have already known, my hospital specializes in dentistry. We have various departments in dentistry like the orthodontics, periodontics, and of course, maxillofacial surgery. Okay, the SDG goals in my hospital that I can think about will include the improved patient care and improve education for the medical students and for the staff of the hospital. And we also initiate the research and development. And the next one is the charity. And finally, we also try to improve the international exchange. Okay. The first one in improved patient healthcare, we have applied some new technology that new technology in our administration process as well as our clinical practice. As you can see that on the screen that we have applied the informatic technology. This thing is not really news in Japan, but in Vietnam, my hospital is one of the first hospital to apply the digital technology in management of patient. So we can store the data of the patient, and we can also exchange the data between various departments. Before I went to Japan, it means 5 years ago. At that time, when I record the patient, I have to use pen and paper and write down medicine. It was very tired. But now I just input the information on the computer, and then I can check the information on my computer at home or my smartphone, and of course in the computer of the hospital. And secondly, you can see that we also we can use the X-ray sharing. I mean, we have the PACS system. We can also store the X-ray data of the patient, and also we can share the data with each other. Okay, and also in improved patient care, we since I graduated from Simon University and I went back to Vietnam, the president of my hospital encouraged me and other doctors to apply the modern technology. And here are the few examples of the technology that I have learned from Simon University, and then I applied in my hospital. The first one you can see is the use of computer-assisted surgery and 3D printing. Then that I have used the innovation for the reconstruction of the facial bone or the people's face, and we also apply it in trauma surgery and also orthodontic surgery. Orthodontic surgery is the surgery to correct the abnormality of the jaw, and we also use navigation system. Navigation system is a machine which help you to determine the position of your instrument inside the body. And in Vietnam, people have used navigation for a long time only for neurosurgery, and because I learned this technique from Kano Sensei, and so I was the first one. I was the first one who used navigation in the maxillofacial surgery in my hospital and in Vietnam, I think. And we also applied those technology in craniofacial surgery to reconstruct the skull and the face as well. Reconstruction of the skull is not something new, but in Vietnam, reconstruction of the skull and the face in one surgery is very new, and we have done because what I have learned, I have done one surgery to reconstruct both the skull and the face in my hospital. Okay. Thanks to Kano Sensei. And the next one is and the next thing we do for the SDG is education and training. because my hospital is a leading hospital in dentistry in the north of Vietnam. So we are responsible for training undergraduate students. So every year we accept the 4th year, 5th year, and 6th year students to learn to study in my hospital. So the student can examine the patient and participate in surgery, and they also have to do night shift as well. And we also send young doctors abroad. We have 4 PhD students from Thailand. We sent 4 doctors for PhD study in Thailand, and 2 to Japan. 1 is me, and another 1 to Okayama University, and some other people to South Korea and to Taiwan. And the picture below is my picture with Kano Sensei and other staff in my PhD defense. And Hui-san is the one on the left. Okay. The next one is the research and development. This thing is one of the weakest points of my hospital. However, because we have recently had some people from abroad, so we are trying to improve the research output and try to write many scientific papers for international journal. And another thing is we also organize some telehealth. It means the video conference for lower tier hospitals, as we can discuss some case and we can present some research work or some clinical case to other hospitals, so that everyone can discuss and to learn from us. And another thing for the SDG is charity. Our hospital have the long tradition of perform the cleft lip and palates for the children from the poor background. So every child which has the cleft lip or cleft palate can receive the surgery in my hospital without any fee, free of charge. And unfortunately, we only focus on the surgery aspect of the cleft management. But now we have sent other doctor to Pham Ngoc Thach University to learn from Professor Kong to learn from speech therapy and swallowing therapy, and we aim for comprehensive care of cleft lip and palate. Finally, last but not least, is the international exchange. But we have participated in a lot of international congress, like the ACOMS, ICOMS, the European Congress, and many other congress. And from next month, my department and Kano Sensei department will have the monthly. Will start to have the joint scientific meeting, and we hope that from this meeting we can exchange idea and we can push other people from both sides to always maintain their knowledge and improve themselves. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kwon. I'm extremely happy that you learned oral and maxillofacial surgery here in Izumo with me and our department, and sometimes with Professor Sakamoto from ENT ear and nose throat department, and Professor Sakamoto and then I taught you many advanced technique, especially using navigation and the computer assisted surgery. And I'm extremely happy again that you applied what you learned here to your Vietnamese clinic. And thanks to the support from the director of the hospital, you bought new techniques and new technology. So that must be contributing to the yeah, the SDGs goal number 9 and the new industry and the new developmental, innovative techniques. Yeah, so not only medical field, but also, contributing to the various SDG goals. Yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And yes, you are right. There must be 2 factors. First is the support from our president, and secondly is the learning from Kano Sensei. So I have to say that studying in Japan or studying in Shimane University is a big step in my career. So if you have a chance or if you have an opportunity, please take it and take it seriously.
Thank you. So the future application that must be contributing to the future SDGs in Vietnam. Yeah, that's a very wonderful talk. Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from the participants, if it's possible? During this time, can you please prepare the next speaker? But are there any questions or comments? And the next speaker is Dr. TRA, excuse me, Tra. Cha. Now,
Yeah,
Sha, glad to see you. So you are now in Nagoya, and okay. No questions or comments from the audience. Is that okay? Yeah, Matsuda sensei, こんなに嬉しいことはないですね。
How about the comment of the young doctor in geriatric department of Fakultas Medical University?
Geriatric department. We
can talk something.
We haven't had a department of geriatric, but many patients are old people, especially here in Shimane. So our doctors are all familiar with the management of older patients.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Dung can hear my voice. Dr. Dung.
Dr. John? No.
Oh. How about Dr. Khang? Dr. Khang, Dr. Dung, do you want to talk something about is this the discussion?
So your colleagues are now attending, right? So from the medical doctor, the field of medical doctors, we have had 6 medical doctors today from your Vietnam. Are there any questions or comments? No. Okay, so let's wait for the discussion session later. So let's move on to the next presenter. Oh, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Nice to see you. So
Nice
we are from Vietnam, the Hanoi.
Yeah,
so
that's
now
right.
you are in Nagoya. So like Dr. Kwon, you know both sides, Vietnamese side and Japanese side, and considering SDGs. So what you can do and what you will be able to implement for SDGs in your future after you go back to Vietnam. So yeah, can you please introduce, and you may begin your.
Thank you for your introduction. Actually, I prepare my presentation just for 5 minutes. So maybe the information in my presentation is not enough compared to the reality. So maybe next year, if I have chance to join the meeting again, I will discuss deeply in the sustainable development activities in Hanoi Medical University. Yeah. Let me share my slide. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes. You may begin your speech.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Professor Kano, and also Dr. Quang and Dr. Huy, to my friend for inviting me to this meeting. I'm Cha from, currently I'm living in Nagoya, and I'm from Nagoya University. Now I'm studying at graduate school of medicine. The photo you are seeing here is the university hospital. And I'm also a lecturer of School of Dentistry from Hanoi Medical University. So today I'm very glad to share with you the activities regarding sustainable development in Nagoya University, where I'm studying, and also Hanoi Medical University, where I'm working for. So in Nagoya University, the graduate students who belong to 5 graduate schools, including Graduate School of Environmental Science, Graduate School of International Development, in the Graduate School of Bioagriculture, Graduate School of Engineering, and Graduate School of Economics, have to take the courses in education for sustainable development. So okay, since now I would like to abbreviate an education for sustainable development as ESD. The courses are designed to produce the future goal leaders in education for sustainable development. So you can see in the picture, most of the courses are active learning, and the students in those courses have field trip to rural areas, and sometimes even other countries, like mostly the countries in the, let's say, from the developing society, like Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia. Also the field trip are very similar to clinical observation in medicine. See, students in ESD can attend many activities in sustainable development in the real situation. For example, greenery planning for changing culture, manufacturing eco machines, or sometimes reducing use of wood in urban community. So besides the sustainable development, besides the program of education for sustainable development, Nagoya University also have a special research center because the research center for future Earth. The research center is a member of future Earth, which is a global academic platform. So this platform focuses on Earth environmental studies, forest ecosystem research, and sustainable regional development to find out resolving ways for global and also local problems. And finally, achieve sustainable development goals. The research center for this research center has 4 graduate schools joining as the core members. They are Graduate School of Bioagriculture Science, Graduate School of International Development, Graduate School of Environmental Studies, and Institute for Space, Earth, Environmental Research. So you may see that unfortunately my Graduate School of Medicine is not included here. So I myself never have chance to join any meaningful research in sustainable development in Japan. But I hope that maybe in the future, maybe next year or next 2 years, when I nearly graduate, I can have time to join. But anyway, in my graduate school of medicine, we also have some kind of sustainable development activities ourselves. It is the Young Leadership Program. This program focuses on sustainable strategy in healthcare for not only Japan, but also in developing countries. The learner of this program are those who will play leading roles in healthcare policy, like making decision, implementation, management, and administration for medical institutes in developing countries. And the aim of this program is to provide the knowledge in healthcare administration and medical economics for potential leadership. Then when they come back to their country, they will become excellent medical administrator. So you can see that among 17 sustainable development goals, the young leadership program focus on goals number 3, 4, and 7. So in Hanoi Medical University, our activity at this time still limited in the subject name, which named National Development Strategy. So in this subject, we teach students about 17 global goals in sustainable development. But actually, this subject is just one credit subject. So I think, in my opinion, maybe sustainable development in my university, in Hanoi Medical University, still has not been paid enough attention. So probably I think maybe because our university is a specialized university, so we focus on training medical fields rather than others. But anyway, we still have some kind of collaboration with many medical university in the world, like New York University, and in Japan we have signed the memorandum of understanding with Okayama University, Niigata University, Achigakuin University, and maybe in the future, I think if we have chance, we also want to sign the memorandum of understanding with Shimane University if we can. Then it's just very short presentation. So next time I think I would like to have a chance to present more. Okay, so thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation. So you are now
Thank
in
you.
Japan. So yeah, definitely after you came to Japan and you started to learn medical research here in Japan. So definitely that must be contributing to the not only yourself but also SDGs future goals in Vietnam in near future. Right?
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's move on to the next speaker. Happily, we have 2 presentations from the student side in Vietnam. So can you please prepare the slide and the presentation? The first student presenter is Ngi. I'm sorry. It's very difficult.
Đức Sản.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。私
Wow.
はディックです。アルバイトをします。Hello everyone. My name is Dirk.
Glad to see you.
Yes, I'm from Vietnam. So today I'm in the working place. So that's why I use my hat, surgical hat and mask. So I have to say that it's my honor to be here, to be invited in this conference to talk about the SDGs in Vietnam. So I will share my screen. Okay,
Mr. Doc, yeah, can you please?
Okay. So first of all, there are 4 parts in my presentations, but I suppose the questions parts should be put into the section 3 of this meeting. So in general, I will talk about the first 3 parts. The first thing about myself, I will talk about a little bit about my biography. So as you can see, I'm currently living and working in Hanoi. And this picture is me when I was in a endodontic contest held in Korea by Dance Place Sayona. And my colleague years was very wonderful when I was studying and graduated from Hanoi Medical University. Um, After graduated, I have worked as an intern in a oral and maxillofacial department of Hanoi Medical University Hospital for more than 1 year. So during these years, I have a chance to participate in planning and doing surgery relating to some maxillofacial surgery between my prominent professors and maxillofacial surgeon in this hospital. So after finishing the internship, I decided to move to work in a private dental clinic in Hanoi. So as you can see on the slides, this clinic is called Changzhong Dental Clinic. And on the right side is me. I was doing a minor surgery with a nurse within tooth extraction. So the last year I was so lucky when I applied and achieved my scholarship to go to Japan, and I plan to study in Tokyo Medical and Dental University this year at oral and maxillofacial surgery department. So the next slide will be devoted to a brief introduction about my School of Odontostomatology. My school was established in 2009, and compared to another university and schools, I think it's still young. And when I was a student, I was heard that at very beginning stage, the school had to face with many problems, from lacking of experienced human resources, and also lacking of cutting edge facility, and also at that time they did not have a suitable curriculum for dental students. But I have to say that with the enthusiasms and dedicated work from the board of directors and also the whole staff at the institutions, step by step, the difficulty has been removed. And along with this, the medical treatment and also the research activities has been increasing, standardized and improved to meet the requirement from the modern society. So until now, 2020, for more than 10 years, from a very young institutions, we have developed the school to be a very modern school with 3 functional rooms, 9 specialized departments, 2 centers of consultation, examination, and treatment, and 1 center for research and application of science and technology. So in these pictures, as you can see, beside the training program for students and providing some patient treatment services, we also based on the research activity to create some quality domestic product to provide for the Vietnamese citizens. For example, recently we have developed the fluorized mouthwash. Okay, so let's move on to some SDG situation in Vietnam. In overall, in Vietnam is a quite new concept for dental students and also for doctors in Vietnam about these SDGs. So what I know for what I just on the internet and from some reports, as of 2015, Vietnam just met 3 out of 17 goals: no poverty, quality education, and gender equalities. Compared to another, Southeast Asian countries, is quite humble result. so that in 2017, with the great support from United Nations, Vietnam has built a detailed plan, which is called One Strategy Plan, to accomplish these goals. And the Vietnamese government have divided 17 goals into 4 groups. The first group is investment in human goals. The second, investment in climate and environmental goals. The third group is about the invest in the goals that guarantee the prosperity and cooperation. And the final, invest in the goals that ensure justice and peacefulness. And with the effortness of the Vietnamese government, until 2020, we have made some achievement. According to the report of the Director of Departments of Science and Education National Resources, Vietnam would be likely to achieve the 5 of our 17 goals by 2030. It's about the goals: number 1, no poverty; number 2, zero hunger; number 4, quality of education; number 13, climate action; and number 17, partnership for the goals. But he also emphasized that our country still have to face and tackle with many problems, especially in completion the goals: number 3, good health and well-being; number 12, responsibility and consumption and production; and number 14, life below the water. So let's go to it in the detail. What our university and our hospital have done for SDGs. So in this meeting border, I just present 3 parts about the goal 3, goal number 3, goal number 4, and goal number 17. First is about the goal number 3, good health and well-being, with the aim of ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for people of all ages. We have a lot of activities and policies to do that. First of all, I have to say that we apply the health insurance service at all levels, from the hospital at province to national hospital, so that all the people have opportunity to access the treatment services. Secondly, we have policy to support the treatment costs for the poor people and people in remote areas. For example, we often reduce a part of the total cost of treatment for the people with disability, or people have some, difficult situation. And also we organize some, charity club and pilot surgical days with the invitation from Japanese to, which means we invite some Japanese surgical doctor to come to Vietnam and cooperate with another doctor from Vietnam to do surgery. And also we organize some festival, for example, a blood donation campaign to supplement the National Blood Bank. And also we hold the Vietnamese Wellness Day to encourage people doing exercise. Especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, the board of directors from Hanoi Medical University Hospital decided to build the field hospital with the aim of curing the COVID-19 patients. So moving on to the goal number 4, quality education, with the main purpose to ensure quality, equitable, inclusive education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. We also have some activities. First of all, I have to say that we have popularized the trainings program for residents, which means every medical student from the medical school have a chance to enroll in the resident trainings program. And secondly, we ensure that the gender equality in the selection of students for university entrance exams, which means every single student has the same right to access to the research and academic documents. and also especially recently we adopt the university autonomy system, which is the very popular system in most of Western countries. So it will encourage the talented people to work and encouraging the competitiveness. And also we encourage prominent people to study and work in the public school instead of using the pupil who was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And finally, in the partnership for the goals, with the means of strengthen the means of implement and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. We also organize some student exchange program with other countries in Asia and in the world. So in this picture, as you can see, there's two kinds of student exchange programs. First in Okayama University, and the second one in Manhidon University. Also, we invite talented professors from different fields in all around the world to come to our university to teach to children, to teach to staff and students. And finally, we have a close relationship with a lot of school, dental school all around the world, so that we can send our staff to learn new techniques and research activity from developed countries. So in the first part, the relations between Vietnam and Siemens University for SDGs. The question is, if we could have a collaborative academic relationship with Siemens University Japan, so what would be potential benefits for our future SDGs? So I suppose our benefits just in two goals. The first thing is about good health and well-being, and the second one is the goal number 17, the partnership for the goals. In the goal 3, I think we can do the research together, and also we can hold some consultations with in some difficult cases remotely. And in the partnership for the goals, I think with the collaboration with Siemens University, we can have some student exchange program between two universities. And secondly, we can send our staff to enroll in your research course, master course, or even doctoral course. And finally, of course, we can hold some conference, academic conference, especially about the maxillofacial field between two kind of university. So that's all of my presentations. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Doc. Yeah, that was very comprehensive, and I do hope that especially between your Hanoi Medical University and our university, Faculty of Medicine, should strengthen the academic relationship, such as the postdoctoral course, like PhD course and master's degrees course, and what about the dual degree course? That's an example, but so dual degree can be pursued between two universities, and that would be the very good idea to have more exchange students between the university and our university. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's Dr. Nguyễn Thu Trà, the previous presenter,
in Nagoya.
Is a lecturer. Yes, is a lecturer. You also lecturer in Hanoi Medical University. So I think if you want to have close relation between our university, you can contact to Dr. Nguyễn Thu Trà.
Right.
Hi.
Thank you very much. So can you please hold on the line, and let's move on to the last speaker. Last but not least, very welcome from the student side, and we welcome. I'm very sorry, but Hon Pan Bik Gi is
That's correct.
Is that correct?
That's correct. Big Nhi.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Bích Nhi. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Welcome from the student side, and welcome. So today, the many Japanese doctors are also listening to your presentation. So yeah, you may begin your
Yes.
talk. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say it is an honor for me to be here, to be in a discussion with professors and doctors from Xiamen universities and Bangkok universities to share about students involved in SDG engagement from my universities. I will begin my presentations. Okay. My name is Hoành Pham Bích Nhi. I am a 6 years dental student at Phạm Ngọc Thạch Universities of Medicine in Ho Chi Minh City. During 6 years of studies, my school always encouraged me to balance between studying and participating in volunteer activities related to sustainable development goals, especially in health and education. My dental department has collaborations with the Volunteer Doctor Network, which is NGO organizations. Students are encouraged to participating to the field trips, more than 100 field trips to go to the most remote area in Vietnam to support medical examinations and treatment for underprivileged people, and our dental departments have provide the instruments and staff and to do the dental primary care for the locals. Furthermore, me and my team and also the students from the dental department have founded projects that help brittle children to access quality educations, especially STEM educations. In the picture is the students are come to the Brittle Center in Ho Chi Minh City and give the activities and computer science lecture for the students, for the children. They don't have the opportunities to go to school, or so we want to we feel very sorry for them, so we really want to share our time with them. To get all the above achievements, my universities has created a lot of support for me, as Professor Kong has introduced about Phạm Ngọc Thạch, but I want to share a little bit more as under student perspectives about my universities. Phạm Ngọc Thạch Universities is a multidisciplinary and multi-level universities, which is responsible for trainings and trainings undergraduate and graduate staff for the needs of improvement of people health in Ho Chi Minh City. Therefore, our goal to becoming key medical training research center for SDG in the south of Vietnam and the whole country as well. So the most recently in June 2021, when Ho Chi Minh City became the epidemic center with 10,000 COVID patients every day, with a lot of COVID patients every day, all of my medical staff from my universities committed to the front line. So we have an initiative to create remote medical team models to give health advice to COVID patients and control the ambulance, taxi ambulance for severe COVID patients during the pandemic. So this model has helped reduce the pressure on the healthcare system of Ho Chi Minh City and greatly supported the work of the disease control in the city. So as a future healthcare professionals, I believe that my duties do not stop at the borders of hospitals or clinics, but including provide healthy environment for community. However, it's very difficult to make an impact as an individual. And so I think it's very important to empower youth, especially fresh graduate doctor, so that they can have a more engaged with the SDG goal. So I think this is very it's very lucky for me to be here, so to talk about this. So I want to contribute a small part to reach the sustainable development goal by 2030 as a youth. Thank you for listening. I'm quite nervous because thank you.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. From the side of undergraduate students, you have already tackled and tried to implement these SDGs, yeah, in your country. So we are all very happy.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah, we Shimane students in our university also have to learn how to manage and implement the SDGs from the side of undergraduates. Thank you very much once again. So thank you very much for the all speakers. And last but not least, but could you please let me introduce our Vice President of Shimane University, Professor Otani. If you are here, could you please give us a comment or the ideas what we Shimane universities should implement the goals of SDGs?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Otani Sensei, thank you very much.
Okay, I'm Otani, Vice President of Shimane University. I'm very happy to join in this meeting and very much impressed with the wonderful presentations from Vietnamese side, from professors, doctors, and undergraduate students. All strongly impressed me. And you are, I understand that you are already very much implemented, being involved in the SDGs activities. And I hope this type of exchange, communication between countries, between Japan and other countries, will strongly help the realization of SDG goals. And in Shimane University, I'm in charge of promoting the SDG implementation. And frankly, we are not yet strongly organizing our activities like Nagoya University, as the one presenter presented. We are planning, but organizing many different activities in a kind of harmonized way, because 17 goals are all closely related with each other. So if we focus on one goal too strongly, like carbon neutralization, that spend too much money, and other goals cannot be achieved. That's not a good idea. 17 goals should be in harmony, should be realized, I think. So we are now trying to organize the kind of framework, how to manage, how to combine, how to interconnect these 17 goals, activities for 17 goals in Shimane University. So hope sometime next year we can share you how we are organizing and trying to do activities, 17 goals. So please continue this type of exchange and let's move on very strongly with the goals of realization of SDGs. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Otani. So I completely agree with your opinions that we, Shimano University, should implement and collaborate more with other countries. And we are all medical professions, but the goal number 3 is deeply related to other goals, and we share the other goals with each other, not only in our university, but also with other universities internationally. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to introduce our dean. If Professor Onigata Sensei is here, can you please? Yeah, today we had an international collaborative discussion with Vietnam, but yeah, we have had so many wonderful presentations from Vietnamese side, and our dean, Professor Onigata, if it's possible.
Okay. Oh, first of all, I appreciate all participants to get together today. And I impressed so many information from you concerning medical care and medical education and SDGs in your country from 5 speakers, especially medical students. And it's important for us to discuss continuously. And I believe today is the first point for us to discuss many things, especially SDGs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Onigata. And I was so impressed by the student that our students also think about SDGs in our academic education of medicine in our university. And could you please guide and lead our university? Thank you very much, Professor Onigata. And last but not least, the Professor Shina, our director of the hospital, is also joining this session. If it's possible, Shina Sensei, can you give us a comment or a suggestion as a hospital director from Japanese side?
Hi everyone. I'm director of this university. I'm very happy to enter this meeting, and a lot of discussion is available here. And also we have to focus on what is SDG and what we should do, and what is the purpose of that. We have to consider and profoundly, and we have to target in. And maybe we are doctors, so we based on the number 3, good health and well-being is the most important one. But partnership is very important. So we have to together accomplish the SDG goals until next and 2030. Maybe it's a final goal. We have to together and do this kind of very important issue. And I think it is easy to say, but a little bit difficult to be there. So we have to cooperate together, and not only medical student, but also we and training, and also we are doctors and medical doctors. We have to cooperate together. Thank you very much for this discussion and a nice meeting.
Thank you very much, Professor Shina.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the collaborative work and real action should be now taken for us all medical professionals for international SDGs. So due to the time limitation, yeah, are there any questions or comments from the Vietnamese side? Professor Kon or Professor Dr. Kwan or other Vietnamese colleagues, if you have any suggestions or comments, additional comments.
My colleagues, some young doctor want to have some question. They talk to me like that. So please, Dr. Dung, Dr. Khang, and another doctor can do. They have some question you can give for the professor in Japan.
Are there any suggestions? We really welcome any suggestions or comments.
Dear Professor, I am Dr. Hồ Sĩ Dũng from Department of Geriatric Medicine, Phạm Ngọc Thạch University of Medicine, and thank you, Professor Cano, and your university for doing many things to implement SDGs. And I have a small and funny question for you. Yeah, could you come to Vietnam if you have an invitation to talk about SDGs? And if the answer is yes, which topic could you like to share with Vietnamese students, especially medical students, to implement SDGs? Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a very, very wonderful suggestion and a comment. Yeah. Thank you very much. So yeah, due to the time limitation, I here would like to close this session, and this session will be edited and upload on YouTube on the official website. So can you please share the edit version of this international discussion with your colleagues and with your students? And last but not least, we should collaborate with each other internationally. Japan and Vietnam can strengthen the implementation of SDGs for our. We have one question from Vietnam. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Excuse me. Could
right.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can listen. Yeah, I can hear you well.
I'm Dr. Việt Hà Vũ. I'm working as a DDS. Now I'm working in my private practice, and also I sometimes I cooperate with the Hanoi Medical University as a visiting lecturer. And this is the first time I have a discussion about SDG, and I think it's a very interesting idea for certain development goals. And I would like to ask you some information about Shimane University, because I did some research, but I didn't have enough time to have all of the information. So I would like to ask you about if because I think partnership, international partnership is one of the goals for Shimane University.
Exactly.
And because I'm not a student right now, I'm working. So I would like, I'm very interested in a joint PhD or in a sandwich PhD program. I'm not sure if Shimane University is very welcoming this kind of program.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your question. Yeah, we Shimane University are very welcoming and open for PhD course from Vietnam. So we have had an agreement on academic collaborative relationship already. So can you please ask the legislation desk tomorrow on Monday, and we can share the such nice idea, and we welcome you are coming to Shimane University in your future for PhD further research work together, like my colleague Dr. Kwon. So yeah, but okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have another question. Is we have time, or we have to close now?
Okay, just a short question. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My next question is about the major opportunities for major subject for research, which Simane University or in maxillofacial department are interesting in the next 5 years.
Okay, so that's a personal question, but our university have various departments and many professors, and each department has the research targets. And I do think our university can cover any interest what you have from the side of Vietnamese in the field of medicine and dentistry. So yeah, just give me an email after this discussion. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And
okay.
Would you mind to give us your email also?
Sure,
so that,
sure. Yeah.
okay.
Please ask Vietnamese colleagues, and let's exchange some ideas. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Everyone, please. If anyone, Carlo Sensei.
Yeah.
If you agree, I will share your email with other Vietnamese doctors.
Other Vietnamese colleagues, and let's strengthen our relationship between Simane University and especially Hanoi Medical University. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So to Vietnamese doctors, if you want to know Carlo Sensei's email, please contact me.
Okay.
There is a question in the chat room. Dr. Kano can see it, and can you answer that question?
Activities for older patients
in the chat room. Yes.
Okay, so for older patients, we treat many older patients. So the medical care and the dental care, of course, we provide comprehensively in our university hospital.
Can I have a question?
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I just talked to my colleague in Hanoi Medical University, and actually some of them have already finished their PhD degree, but they also want to have kind of a short time for visiting researchers. So I could like to ask that in your department, do you accept that kind of position?
Application, of course,
like,
of course,
like
of course.
6 months or 3 months.
6 months of visit, 3 months of visit. Yeah, not only my department, but also any other medical departments. Yeah, I do hope, and yeah, we welcome you're coming from the.
Thank you. And another question is that now we are planning to develop kind of postgraduate syllabus, and those kind of syllabus include visiting lecture from professor maybe from Japan and also other university in Vietnam. So like if we want to invite you, can we?
Of course, now our dean and the hospital director are also joining, and we Japanese professors are happy to share any medical the ideas regarding medical field, but also not only medical fields, but also SDGs and any topics. Yeah, we will be able to provide to universities.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and I really hope to see you in Vietnam someday.
Thank you very much. Now the Zoom is very convenient and worldwide. Yeah. So we can via Zoom we can share any ideas and lectures or comments. Yeah, that would be very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much. But officially, I'd like to close this international web discussion. And thank you very much for joining us today. And as I told you that this session will be edited and uploaded online. So can you please refer to the recorded Zoom video. So thank you very much for all, and let's have a next discussion talk online or on site in your future. Thank you very much.
Thank you
ど
very
うも
much.
皆様ありがとうございまし
ありがと
た。
うございました。
先生ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
またね。はい。
谷川先生、椎名先生、どうもありがとうございました。
はい、ご苦労様でした。
どうもありがとうございました。
さようなら。
さようなら。